To Skyridge High School, I'm Dave Harrison with the KSL Sports Rewind Network's broadcast of tonight's Region 3 matchup between Lehi and Skyridge. Skyridge comes in 10-3, ranked in the top 5 in the state. Lehi comes in at 5-8. This is Skyridge's first region game. Lehi lost their opener to American Fort, so this is their second. Skyridge wasn't really ranked highly coming into this season, but they're senior laden and they've done a really fantastic job early in the season. We'll see how this goes tonight, a big rivalry game. So Skyridge controls. Joel Gardner with the ball. Looks left side, Mosteller. Averages 14 points a game. Dribbles out top. Picked up by Tuck Howe. They go into the corner, Gardner. They look underneath for Gentry, can't find him. Zach Gagan's got the ball. Man-to-man defense by the Pioneers. Skip pass, Mosteller, three. No good, rebound. Rosenlauf's got it for the Pioneers. Right side jumper, no. Rebound. Shot was missed by Schul. So Gentry, Ryder Gentry, drives into the lane. Cut off by Tuck Howe. Joel Gardner throws it away, but he's fouled from behind. It looks like that's going to get called on Lehi. So 7:08 here, just underway in the first quarter. So Gagan into the corner. Again, Mosteller, and this one's good. So Skyridge takes a 3-zip lead. Lehi backdoor cut. Anderson, no. Rebound on the run, Ryder Gentry. Down court into the lane. Shots blocked out of bounds. Nice play defensively by Lehi. Well, that's Ashton Schul, the second leading scorer in 6A. Does a fantastic job on defense there. So Lehi's got it. Schul up top, leading scorer for the Pioneers. Works off a pick from Howe. Tries to get open on the baseline. Steps back. Skip pass. Picked off. Nice job defensively that time by Hunter Sheffield. He goes down to Gagan. Gagan to the free throw line. Leaves it back. Sheffield three. Got it. So Skyridge out 6-zip. Trevor Anderson holds. Picked up by Joel Gardner. They switch. Gagan's on him. Rosenlauf for three. Shot no. Rebound Gagan. Skyridge on the run. Ryder Gentry into the front court. Back to Gagan. Gentry works on Howe. Jump shot in the lane by Joel Gardner goes. And Skyridge comes out firing. 5:44 left here in the first quarter. 8-0 lead. Skyridge on top. Schul, beautiful move. Lefty, no good. Gets his own rebound, and he's fouled on the putback attempt by Gagan. Really quick first step by Ashton Schul, and he just decided that he's got to get the ball up on the glass. Did a good job. Missed the first layup, but was right there for the rebound and fouled on the putback attempt. So Lehi looks to get on the board. 5:31 left, and the free throw's no good. So Ashton Schul, just a junior. Second shot is up and in, and Lehi is on the board. 5.5 minutes left here in this first quarter. Joel Gardner gives it to Gentry. They look for Sheffield, swinging around Mosteller. Gagan goes back up top, Joel Gardner. Good ball movement by Skyridge. Good defense by the Pioneers. Gardner leaves it for Gentry. Steps back. Now he drives into the lane. Skips it back left side. Nice job defensively by Schul. The ball's knocked away from behind, out of bounds. Lehi ball. 5:06 left here. Just underway here in this first quarter. Skyridge has knocked down a couple of threes. Jumped out to the 8-0 lead. Lehi trying to get their first basket of the night. Griffin Reed leaves it for Shule. Shule gets a pick from Howe. Deep three. Got it. Shule with the deep three. And 8-4. Mosteller drives in. Fakes, up and under. Shot no, off front of the iron. And a foul underneath. I think they're going to call that on Tuck. And they are. So Tuck Howe picks up the foul. And the sweet shooting Carson Mosteller. He's already hit 31 three-pointers this year. First free throw's up and good. Cole Walworth checks in. And Hunter Sheffield takes a seat for Skyridge. 4.5 minutes left here in this first quarter. Second free throw, no. Rebound, Anderson. Rosenloff's got it. They look for Shule. Can't find him. Rosenloff goes into the lane. Ball's knocked away. Shule comes up with it up top, picked up by Gagan. Anderson for a deep three. He shoots it quick. It hits. And Lehi cuts it down. 9-7 our score. 4 minutes left here in this first quarter. Mosteller to Gentry. Gentry picked up by Rosenloff. Nice move underneath. Kicks it out. Mosteller gets a shot blocked. Shule with a block. Rosenloff on the run. Stops. Kicks it left. Anderson. Another three. Got it. And Lehi takes the 10-9 lead with 3:45 left here in this first quarter. Walworth works against Rosenloff. Gets into the lane. Spins. Leaves it for Gentry. Pump fakes. Gets into the lane himself. Back to Mosteller. Mosteller looks for a back cut. Gets it to Gagan for three. No. Rebound. Anderson to Rosenloff. He looks down. Tuck Howe's got it. Leaves it for Anderson, who's already hit a couple of three. He drives all the way in, and he's fouled on the dribble drive by Joel Gardner. Tab Bank, home of the Tab Spend Rewards checking account with 3.5% annual yield on your account balance and 1% cash back on eligible purchases. It's a big deal. Member FDIC. Lehi set to inbound. Griffin Reed out to Tuck Howe, picked up by Gentry. Leaves it. Shule drives baseline. Kicks it out. He tried to go to Tillman Hewish, who's just checked into the ball game for the first time. And ball goes out of bounds. Turnover on the Pioneers. 3 minutes left here in the first. Senior heavy Skyridge team. Walworth to Gardner. Left side Ripken Roberts is into the ballgame for the first time. Ryder Gentry holds. Gives it back to Gagan. Crosses over. Back to Gentry. Open three. Pump fakes. Drives. He's going to get called for a travel. So he's had 3 open threes. He's pump faked all 3 and gone into the lane that time. An extra step. So turnover back on Skyridge. And Lehi's got it. Hewish, Tillman Hewish, 6'1" senior. Works against Walworth, gets a pick up top. Shule, deep three. Off left. Roberts has got it into the front court for the Falcons. Leaves it for Walworth. Walworth gets into the lane. He's cut off. Nice defense that time by Hewish. Ripken Roberts out top. He's checked by Isaac Smith into the ballgame for the Pioneers. Gagan holds against Shule. Now Tuck Howe picks him up, stops him in the lane. Backdoor cut by Roberts. Beautiful cut, but he stepped on the out of bounds line before he got the ball. And another turnover on Skyridge. So Gentry and Gardner take seats. Mosteller back into the ball game. So Schul, left side, Hewish goes up top. Roberts drives in, layup, shot. Count it, and a foul. Trevor Anderson with a beautiful move.
At the line shooting is Trevor Anderson.
Trevor Anderson with a nice start to the ball game tonight. A couple of threes, and now an and one. Let's see if he can knock down the free throw. Well, Gardner takes a seat for Skyridge. 1:46 left here in the first. And three-point free throw no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Tuck Howe. And Ryder Gentry will inbound for Skyridge. 12-9 our score. Lehi on top of Skyridge. Cole Walworth goes right side Sheffield. Gentry wide open. He lost control of the ball. Just slipped out of his hand. Missed the layup. Left side Schul into the corner. Anderson got another one. Trevor Anderson averages 11 a night. He's already above that here in the first quarter. 1:15 left. And Lehi with a 15-9 lead after being down 8-0. Ripken Roberts, strong drive off the glass. No, gets his own rebound. Kicks it to the corner. Up top, Sheffield off the front of the iron. No. Rebound fought for Anderson and Roberts. And they're going to call Roberts for the foul. So that's a 15th foul. So it looks like we're shooting free throws. Joel Gardner, Zach Gagan back into the ball game. Roberts and Rip and Walworth take seats. So no, that'll be Lehi ball out of bounds. Just under a minute left here in the first quarter. 15-9's our score. Lehi on top. Tillman Hewish into the front court, works against Gardner. Trevor Anderson, right side Rosenlaw. He drives into the lane. Leaves a Schul. Great pass, great finish. And Lehi clicking offensively up 17-9. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Skyridge will take their time and work for the last shot as the shot clock is turned off. Joel Gardner works against Hewish. Down to 15 seconds. Down to 12. They go underneath Gentry on the baseline. 9. Backdoor cut. No. Turnover. Rosenloff's got it for Lehi. 5 seconds. Spins in the lane. Righty layup. Count it. And that is the end of the first quarter. Lehi goes on a huge run to take a 19-9 lead. We'll be back after these messages. Welcome back to Skyridge High School. I'm Dave Harrison with KSL Sports Rewind Network. Good one here tonight. Skyridge jumped out to an 8-0 lead and then saw Lehi go on a 19-1 run to end that first quarter. And so the Pioneers on top 19-9 as we get ready to start this second quarter. And really, it's the hot shooting hand of Trevor Anderson, the 6'1 senior for Lehi that's really sparked him. Schul had a couple of nice plays as well, but boy, Anderson was hot. So Griffin Reed for the Pioneers. Goes right side, Howe. Backdoor cut, Schul. Got him. Beautiful pass. And Lehi now Gagan back down court. Answers with a quick 2 in the lane. So both teams with quick baskets in the first 20 seconds of this second quarter. Schul, the top scorer for the Pioneers, holds it up top. Throws to Rosenloff. Rosenloff pump fakes. Goes all the way to the lane. Spin move. Shot off the back of the iron. No. Rebound Gentry. Gentry against Rosenloff. Goes strong to the basket. Right shot. No. But a foul. So nice strong move that time by Ryder Gentry. Got all the way to the basket. Ryder averages 15 points and 7 rebounds and 3 assists. Really does it all for Skyridge. So try to cut this deficit a little bit, and he does. Huge crowd here tonight at Skyridge High School. These two crosstown rivals bring it, whether it's basketball, football, whatever sport they're playing. These guys are big rivals. So nice to see such a big crowd out here tonight. 7:10 left here in the first half. Skyridge down 8. Schul goes back to Reed. Back to Schul. Little zone pressure up top. Tuck out. He'll pull. He'll hit. And timeout on the floor. So 24-13 with 6:54 left here in the first half. We'll take a break and be back after this. Back at Skyridge High School, I'm Dave Harrison with the KSL Sports Rewind. Lehi able to hit some shots from the outside. Not afraid to shoot it. Tuck out that time. Before we went to break, stepped into a 3, didn't hesitate, confident shot, and it went in, nothing but the bottom of the net. We've seen a few of those tonight from the Pioneers. So Skyridge tries to cut the lead a little. Mosteller, high post, Gentry's got it. Looks into the corner, Mosteller pump fakes, Rosenloff hits him, and a foul. First team foul on Skyridge. Excuse me, second team foul on Lehi. 6:42 left here in the half. Region 3 opener for Skyridge, and Lehi's their second, trying to get their first win. So again, Gentry at the high post. Looks for the cutting Gardner. Spins into the corner. Gagan didn't catch it clean. Now he leaves it for Ryder Gentry. Backs in, spins, up and under. Shot good. Good patient footwork that time, and Ryder Gentry cuts it to 9 with 6:15 left here in the first half. Rosenloff drives to the baseline, pulls up, shot, no, rebound Gentry. Gentry doing it all for Skyridge. Reed to Gentry, up top Mosteller. Free throw line extended, jump shot, smooth. Skyridge battling back into it, down by as many as 10. 24-17 now with 5:45 left in the half. Schul looks to get the ball for Lehi. He's got it up top, looks to get a pick from Howe. He'll pull from deep and hit from deep. Big baskets here tonight at Skyridge High School. Lehi on fire from deep. Reed's got it. Excuse me, that was Sheffield. Now to Gardner, works against Schul. Mosteller comes up with it. Gagan up top. Drives in the lane on Howe. Left-hand shot, scoops it up and under. Count it. Nice move. Skyridge. 27-19 Lehi on top. Griffin Reed to Rosenloff. Nate Rosenloff averages 12 and 6. Another deep 3. Man, it's getting warm in here tonight. It's Schul from deep. Really deep. 4.5 minutes. And Lehi on top. 30-19. Ryder Gentry goes into the lane. The ball's knocked away. Schul, nice job defensively. Rosenloff's got it. Into the front court. He looks for Howe. Cutting. Goes to the basket, and he's fouled by Gentry. So a chance for Tuck Howe to get a couple. Tuck Howe, again, averages 12, unable to convert on the first free throw. Tuck Howe is 6'7" junior, so he'll be back next year for Lehi, as will Schul. And the second one rattles around and out. Rebound. Joel Gardner. All the way to the basket. Shot no, but a foul. It's going to go against Isaac Smith, who's just checked in for Lehi. And the third team foul on Lehi. Joel Gardner. He averages 10 points and 4 assists. He knocks down the first at 2. Cut the lead back down to 10. .406 left here in the first half. And again, Skyridge comes in with an impressive 10-3 record. Lehi, both these teams have played a lot of out-of-state teams. Lehi's played a few more. They're 5-8. But Lehi played Westlake to within 6, and that's the closest game Westlake's played all year. So this Lehi team can play, and they've come out hot here tonight against Skyridge. Joel Gardner knocks down both free throws. And Schul crosses midcourt. Hewish drives on, leaves it for Tuck Howe. He's going to get called for the travel. Pretty nifty little move on the reverse layup, but said he dragged his foot. So turnover. And Skyridge, Cole Walworth, 5'11" sophomore for Skyridge, works on Rosenloff. Tries to get a Gagan on the back cuts, got it, and the shot's blocked, but a foul. 3 Pioneers converged on him, but he was able to get the ball up, and foul shot's coming. So 3:36 left here in the first half. Crosstown rivals, Skyridge and Lehi. So Zach Gagan knocks down the first. Skyridge doing a nice job converting free throws tonight. Lehi's missed a few. Second one up and in. Hewish for the Pioneers. Works against Walworth. Goes right side to Howe. Howe looks for the cutter. Can't find him up top. Hewish. Rosenloff back to Schul underneath. Goes up strong. Shot no. Foul. Nice move by Ashton Schul. Decisive, went strong to the basket. Really didn't give Skyridge a chance to get set defensively. So 3:21 left here in the first half. Schul misses a free throw. It's like he wasn't really balanced there and came up a little bit short. Mosteller back in for Skyridge. Schul, second, is good. So Lehi is trailed by 8 and led by 11 and currently up by 8 with 3:15 left of the first half. Walworth works into the lane, leaves it for Gagan. Gagan looks for a pick, goes to the baseline, picked up by Hewish, crosses him over, spins, kicks it left side. Gardner, bounce, jump, good. (31-25), 2:50 left in the first half. Tuck Howe holds. He'll shoot a 3. No. Ryder Gentry might have got a piece of that. Mosteller's got it for the Falcons. He goes strong all the way in. Shot no. Hewish for the Pioneers. Works front court left side. Schul works against Gagan, and a foul call on Gagan. Reaching in on Schul. Schul, man, he's a tough guard. Quick, decisive, good footwork. Handles the ball really well. So Zach Gagan takes a seat. Ripken Roberts steps in for Skyridge. Hunter Sheffield also back into the ballgame. Mosteller takes a seat. They look for Shule. They got him in the corner. Quick shot. No. Rebound. Joel Gardner. All the way down court, Roberts. He tries to go left side into the corner to Sheffield. Just lost control. So a turnover on the Falcons. Hewish, 6'1" senior guard, works against Walworth, the sophomore. They find Shule. He's open. He'll shoot it. He's open anytime he touches the ball across midcourt. You've got to guard him. Walworth. And they're going to call Hewish for the foul. And you know, Walworth plays downhill basketball. You better be set. You're going to get called for it. So good job by Koa there. Averages 3 assists, 4 points a night. The sophomore guard for Skyridge is going to have a couple of free throws. Just under 2 minutes. 31-25. Skyridge trails Lehi. Tab Bank, home of the Tab Spend Rewards checking account with 3.5% annual yield on your account balance and 1% cash back on eligible purchases. It's a big deal. Member FDIC. So Koa knocks down the first. Gagan back in. Roberts takes a seat. And it looks like Mosteller's going to come in for Walworth. Koa, chance to hit another free throw. And second one, no. Rebound, Rosenloff. Hewish goes to Tuck Howe. Back to Rosenloff. Hewish backdoor cut, and he drops it out of bounds. Beautiful pass by Rosenloff. Hewish just unable to control it. And ball goes out of bounds. So 1:42 left here in the first half. Lehi leads 31-26. Joel Gardner, 6'2" senior guard. Brings it up against Hewish. Looks for a pick. Can't find it. Now he gets all the way to the lane. Left-hand layup around off the back of the iron. No. And rebound. Griffin Reed. Goes to Rosenloff. He tries to drive baseline. Skip pass. Howe. 3. No. Rebound. Sheffield to Gagan. 1:10 left. Gagan into the lane. Works on Rosenloff. Spins. Can't find anything. Gives it to Gardner. Gardner steps through. Lefty layup. Goes, but a foul before. So Skyridge going to go back to the free throw line. Joel Gardner. Skyridge has done a good job tonight from the stripe. And hits another one. So cuts the lead down to 4. Been down by as many as 11 here in the first half. 30-19. So they're on an 8-1 run, make it a 9-1 run if he can knock down this one. Nope. Howe with a rebound. Minute left here in the first half. Griffin Reed works into the front court. Trying to get the ball to Shule. Rosenloff up top. Griffin Reed dribbles. Looks for the pick from Shule into the lane. Leaves it for Rosenloff. Layup good. Beautiful finish that time. Rosenloff caught it. Got the ball up quick on the glass. And Lehi goes back up 33-27. 30 seconds left. And the shot clock off. So Walworth will dribble at midcourt. And Skyridge will look for the last shot. Gardner looks for Gentry. Goes all the way up strong. Misses. Gets his own layup blocked from behind by Howe. Into the corner. Mosteller 3. Got it! And Mosteller now Schul from midcourt, and it's off the front of the iron. And at the half, we've got a good one. Lehi up 33-30. We'll be back for a fantastic second half after these messages. Skyridge High School, I'm Dave Harrison with the KSL Sports Rewind Network. Tonight's broadcast, basketball game Region 3 between the Lehi Pioneers and the Skyridge Falcons, crosstown rivals. And Lehi with a 33-30 lead, and they lived on threes in the first half. They had 7 threes. Ashton Schul with 14 points led the way. Trevor Anderson had 3 triples and a basket for 11. On the other side, Carson Mosteller had 9, Joel Gardner was 7, and Zach Gagan was 6. Skyridge hit just 3 threes in that first half, and that was really the difference. Skyridge jumped out to an 8-0 lead and saw Lehi come storming back to take a 19-9 lead at the end of the first quarter. When Skyridge battled back, 33-30 our score, as we are ready to get underway here in the third quarter. So Ryder Gentry's got the ball to Gagan up top. They go right side, Hunter Sheffield. Sheffield up top to Gardner. Gardner looks for a back cut, can't find anybody. He goes to Gentry. Gentry's going to go strong into the lane. It's tied up by Tuck Howe, and he's got the ball. No, it's loose now. Sheffield underneath Gentry. Skips it over to Mosteller. Gardner, 3, no, off the front of the iron. Rebound, Tuck Howe. And he goes to Griffin Reed, and Lehi with their first possession of the second half and a 3-point lead. Schul again the leading scorer for Lehi with his 14. Looks to post up down low. They've got it, double team, skip pass. Shot no, rebound Tuck Howe. Gives it to Anderson on the back cut. His shot doesn't go. Gentry to Gagan. Into the lane all the way. Shot no. Lost the handle, and Lehi comes up with it. So yet to see a score here in this second half. 6:38 left in the third quarter. Roseloff goes all the way to the basket. He turns, jumps one in. Nice soft little touch off the front of the iron, and Lehi draws first blood here in the second half. Quickly in the corner, Mosteller answers. And Skyridge cuts the lead to 2. Mosteller now with 12. Joel Gardner works against Griffin Reed. Rosenlaw into the corner. This time it's just a little bit long. Joel Gardner for Skyridge. He's going to try to go coast to coast. He leans one in with a left hand, and it drops. And we've got a tie ball game with 5:48 left here in the third. Zach Gagan puts pressure on. Lehi brings it up with Griffin Reed. Ashton Schul, 14 points in the first half. And again, he's second in 6A in scoring, averaging just over 22. They look to get him the ball down low, can't find him. Reed, now they've got him. Deep for 3, he hits. That's a tough shot. He had somebody right in his legs. And he hits nonetheless. So Gagan goes left side to Sheffield. Trying to go down to Gentry. They can't get it to him. Gardner drives. Now backs out. Looks for a pick. He gets open in the lane. Left-hand layup. No, and a foul called on Schul. Late whistle. So 4:49 left in the third. And Lehi up 3. Joel Gardner a chance to cut that lead down to 1. Tab Bank, home of the Tab Spend Rewards checking account with 3.5% annual yield on your account balance and 1% cash back on eligible purchases. It's a big deal, member FDIC. So the first free throw is good. And Joel looks for his 9th point of the night. Reed into the front court against Gardner. Tuck Howe picked up by Ryder Gentry. Leaves it for Anderson. He'll take another three. This was no good. Ryder Gentry, Tuck Howe fight for it. The ball goes out of bounds off of Tuck Howe, they say. Tuck Howe, the big 6'7" junior. Does a good job in the middle for the Pioneers. Gagan. He's trying to throw a skip past the Mosteller in the corner, and it went off the shoulder of Ryder Gentry out of bounds. So another turnover. And Lehi gets the ball back up 1, 4:20 left here in the third. Reed to Shule. Picked up by Gagan, crosses in, goes all the way to the basket, lays it up and in. Strong move. And Lehi back up 3. Now Mosteller goes all the way in. Fought with Howe, and what a nice shot by Mosteller, but they're going to call the foul on the dribble drive. So he's not going to get credit for that nice basket. So Skyridge will get the ball out of bounds underneath. Cole Walwork comes in. Hunter Sheffield takes a seat. Gagan to the corner. Shot no. Joel Gardner just a little long on that one. Rosenloff for the Pioneers. Leaves it. Shule holds up top into the corner. Anderson. He'll stop in the lane and float one in. Another really nice shot that time by Trevor Anderson. Walworth goes underneath the rider. A little strong on the pass, and Shule's got it for the Pioneers. Pioneers back up 42-37. Shule picked up by Gentry. Backs the dribble out. 24 on the shot. Looks to get into the lane again. Step back jumper. Around and off. Walworth pulls down the rebound. Ryder Gentry loses a shoe. So Walworth double teamed. They're going to have to call a timeout. And they get it. So they were playing 4-on-5 short of man. So timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. Back at Skyridge High School, I'm Dave Harrison with KSL Sports Rewind. And Lehi with a 42-37 lead. Skyridge will have the ball. Cole Walworth with the ball for Skyridge. They go high post to Gagan. Back out to Gardner. Walworth in the corner. Looks underneath. Nice pass. Gentry lays it up and in. Walworth with a nice pass. And a good way to come out of that timeout for Skyridge. Shule up top for Rosenloff. He's in the lane, open, layup, count it, and a foul. Really nice move that time, Nate Rosenloff. Averages 12 a night. He had 4 at the half, so has a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. Shot off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound, Gagan to Gardner. They go to Gentry up top. He kicks it to the corner to Sheffield. It goes out of bounds off of Trevor Anderson. Excuse me, that's Hewish who's into the ball game. Tillman Hewish for Lehi. Try and fight Gentry. Now they get it to Mosteller. Mosteller to Gagan. Picked up by Rosenloff. Works into the lane. Shot off. No. Foul. That foul goes against Isaac Smith, who's checked in for Lehi, and Gagan's going to get a chance for some free throws. 2:07 left in the third quarter, 44-39. This has been a great ball game here at Skyridge High School. Fantastic crowd here tonight. Zach Gagan hits the first of two. Knocks them both down, so 44-41. Lehi with the ball. Hewish works against Gardner into the front court. Goes right side Smith. Looks up top. Schul. Schul works against Gagan. Rosenlaw. Schul looks for a pick. Sets it. Rosenlaw into the corner. Hewish, three. Got it. And Lehi just keeps knocking down threes. They take a 47-41 lead. A minute and a half left here in this third. Joel Gardner forces one up. Hewish for the rebound for the Pioneers. He pushes all the way down court. Smith leaves it to the corner for Anderson. Now he throws it away. Zach Gagan all by himself. He'll lay it up and in. Shot blocked. So they're going to call a foul, but he definitely got the ball on the way up. At least that's the way I saw it. 1:19 left, and they're going to call it goaltending. I don't know if they're going to call it goaltending because he hit the backboard too hard or what. So Gagan gets credit for that. And a chance for three-point play. Schul way up high, knocked that into the backboard. And gets called for the goaltending and the foul all on the same play. So Tillman Hewish works against Gardner, goes to his left, and Gardner bumps him and fouls him. So second team foul is all on Skyridge. So Lehi will get the ball on the sideline in front of their own bench. Leading 47-44, 1:08 left here in the third. A wall work in for Gardner. Schul's got the ball up top. Trevor Anderson's had the hot hand tonight. And there's a foul as Sheffield was guarding Schul away from the ball and puts Schul at the free throw line. Oh no, that's only three. Second foul on Mosteller. And Lehi with the ball under their own basket. Hewish to inbound. Trying to get it to Schul, can't find anybody. Almost taken away by Gardner, and a travel. Gardner looked like he was going to undercut him, and then he moved in the last second. Kind of fooled Trevor Anderson, and Anderson came down, shuffled his feet. So good defense that time by Skyridge. So under a minute, and Skyridge a chance down three to cut the lead. Wall work on Anderson. Left side to Gagan. They go down low. Gentry goes up strong. Right hand. No. Rebound Hewish. 40 seconds. Third quarter. Schul backs it out. He's working against Gentry all the way out to the mid-court line. He almost steps on the half-court line. Down to 20 on the shot. Gentry backs off. They switch it up. Put Gagan on Schul. Schul's a tough guard for anybody. 10 on the shot. Schul looks like he was going to go one-on-one. Goes into the corner, left side. Anderson up top. Hewish back in the corner. Schul open three. No. 4 seconds. Three. Wall work all the way down. Gagan shot up. No good, but a foul before the time ran out. So with no time on the clock, I think Zach Gagan's going to get a chance for 2 free throws. And I guess they are going to put some time back on the clock as the officials are bringing both teams back out onto the floor. So Zach Gagan, who had 6 points in the first half, looking to add a couple here, trying to cut this Lehi lead. Gagan knocks it down. Skyridge been fantastic from the free throw line tonight. Kept him in the ball game, really, because Lehi's been dropping them from everywhere. Second one up and in. And no shot at the end of 3. Lehi leads by 1. We'll be back. Welcome back to Skyridge High School. We've got a good one here between Lehi and Skyridge. Lehi leads 47-46. Skyridge started out hot, took an 8-0 lead out of the gate, but Lehi came storming back behind Trevor Anderson, his sharp shooting from deep, and Ashton Schewel. They led 19-9 to the end of 1, 33-30 at the half, and now lead 47-46 as we get set to begin the fourth quarter here at Skyridge. Fantastic crowd here tonight. These two crosstown rivals putting on a show. So Lehi starts with the ball. Griffin Reed up top to Tuck Howe. They look for a back cut. Schewel's got it. Drives into the lane all the way to the basket. Count it. Beautiful shot. And Lehi comes right out of the gate and gets a basket. Mosteller into the corner to Sheffield. Sheffield backs it out. Leaves it for Gentry. Nice move. Can't finish. Rebound Anderson. Schewel. Pioneers have it on the run. Now they back it out. Set things up. Rosenlaw for the ball. Backs in. Turnaround jump shot. Around and in. Soft touch, and Lehi scores the first 2 baskets of this fourth quarter. And Skyridge decides to take a timeout, so we'll take a timeout as well. Fantastic game here tonight at Skyridge High School. 7:13 left in the ball game. Lehi up 51-46. Having scored the first 4 points of this fourth quarter, and Skyridge took the timeout. So they've got it. See if they can't get out of the timeout. Sheffield up top to Gardner. Up top, Mosteller catches it rhythm, wedges it into the backboard. So jump ball possession stays with Skyridge. So just under 7 left here in the final frame. Skyridge takes it away, takes it out under their own basket. Joel Gardner gets a shot up in the left hand. He's fouled by Schewel, who had his back turned to him. Kind of a nifty little play. Gives Skyridge a chance to score some points with the clock stopped. 6:56 left in the ball game. And Joel Gardner. Again, Skyridge has been fantastic from free throw lines. Really kept him in the ball game. And still. So Ashton Schewel picks up his 4th on that play, and Schewel really is the engine of the Lehi offense. They can't afford to have him on the bench very long, but they've got to have him in crunch time. So we'll see if Lehi can put some points on the board without him. Both free throws are good. Again, Skyridge taking advantage of the free throws. So Griffin Reed goes left side to Trevor Anderson. He goes all the way in, kicks it left side to Smith, back to Rosenlaw. Rosenlaw works against Sheffield, gets a pick from Tuck Howe. Tuck Howe rolls. Can't find anything. Griffin Reed up top. Howe, he'll go to the basket. Shot off the glass, good. Kissed it up and in. Tuck Howe with a nice shot. 5-point lead for the Pioneers. Joel Gardner works against his own defense. Mosteller to Gardner, pump fakes, goes baseline. Ball's knocked away from behind. Nice job defensively that time from Smith. And Isaac Smith gets Lehi the ball back. Griffin Reed dribbles against Joel Gardner. Tuck Howe up top on Gentry leaves it for Anderson. Rosaloff, nice backdoor cut. Count the basket. Fantastic pass. 5:43 left here in the ball game. Gentry for the Falcons. Over to Gagan. Gagan drives on Rosaloff. Spins, steps in, shot good. Nifty move that time by Gagan. And 5.5 left in the ball game. 55-50 is our score. Griffin Reed throws it away. Gentry comes up with it. So bad pass that time by Lehi. Zach Gagan works against Smith, spins into the lane, goes up with the right hand shot, leaning back, no, gets his own rebound, no. Tuck Howell with pulls it down for the Pioneers. Rosaloff looks for the backdoor cut. Ball gets knocked out of bounds off of Lehi. So they're saying that went off of Rosaloff's hand, and Skyridge gets it back. 55-50, 4:49 left. And again, Ashton Schul, top scorer for Lehi, on the bench with 4 fouls. He's been there now for about a minute, and Lehi's maintained their lead. Gagan, Mosteller, 3, got it. Really nice play there for Skyridge. They tried that earlier in the first half, or earlier in the third quarter. It didn't work that time. He was there. Converts. So Lehi with a 2-point lead in the ball. 4:20 left in the ball game. Tuck Howell leaves it for Trevor Anderson. Over to Hewish. And Lehi's going to take a timeout. So we'll take a timeout as well and be back. The ball game, Skyridge and Lehi. Lehi with a 2-point lead. And Schul comes back into the ball game for the Pioneers. And Isaac Smith hustles off. Lehi's got the ball. And again, Schul with 4 fouls. He's got to be careful. Hewish inbounds to Rosaloff. Back to Hewish. Hewish drives left side. Ball's almost knocked away by Gentry. Gets it out to Rosaloff. Rosaloff tries to cross over on Mosteller. Good defense. Back it out to Schul. 4 on the shot. Schul drives into the free throw line. Turnaround jumper contested. No. Air ball. And Zach Gagan steps up defensively for the Falcons. And they get the ball. Just under 4 left here. And they're taking Schul out of the ballgame on defense. Anytime it looks like there's going to be a change of possession, they're going to bring Isaac Smith. For a stoppage, they'll bring Isaac Smith off and put Schul in when they can on offense. So Skyridge, foul on Tuck Howell. Just the first here in this, or I'm sorry, the second on Lehi here in this fourth quarter. 3:49 left, 2-point lead for the Pioneers. Skyridge with the ball. Chance to tie the ball game for the first time since it was 35 all. Mosteller to inbound. Looks for Sheffield, finds Strider. Back to Mosteller in the corner. Now, oh, a nice spinning left-hand shot. Joel Gardner has a chance to finish and put Skyridge up for the first time since early in the first quarter. 55-55 our score with 3:43 left in the ball game. See if Skyridge stays solid at the free throw line. And they do. And Skyridge now 56-55 is their lead. Hewish brings it up. Schul back into the ball game. He's got the ball up top. He's double teamed. Tries to drive. Hesitation move goes up. Ball blocked and a foul called on Mosteller, and he can't believe it. His third. Second team foul. So Shule a chance to add to his total tonight from the free throw line. And he gets it to go. So all tied up with 3:24 left here in the ball game. Shule again playing with 4 fouls for Lehi. And second with no rebound. Pulled down by Sheffield. Skyridge, the Mosteller. Looks for the backdoor cut. Ball's taken away. Rosenloff, nice job defensively. And Lehi's got the ball. 3:05 left here in the ball game. Tied up. Hewish crosses over. Ball picked from behind by Sheffield. And a foul call. He probably had a better angle than I did, but boy, that looked clean. 3:02 left in the game. Tie ball game. It's the second team foul now on Skyridge. So Isaac Smith comes back out of the ball game. Tuck Howell checks in. So Lehi looks for Shule. Gets it to him in the corner. He drives strong to the baseline, backs out. Gagan in front of him. Now he goes strong. Step through. Finger roll. He's got all sorts of shots in that arsenal. 58-56, Lehi on top. 2:40 left. Joel Gardner up to Mosteller. They look for Gagan. Can't get it to him. 2.5 minutes. Gardner into the lane, wide open. Scoops it up, misses the layup. Rebound Shule. Rosenloff down court for Lehi. He looks to back it into the lane. Gives it over to Anderson in the corner, back up to Shule. So 2:10 left in the ball game. 58-56, Lehi up top. Tuck Howell leaves it for Anderson. Backdoor cut, Rosenloff, and he's fouled by Gardner. So Lehi, a chance to add to their lead. Rosenloff active without the ball. And he's got a chance for free throws. Rounded in. He's got a nice soft touch, Rosenloff does. Okay, so it looks like Shule's going to come back out of the ball game. Isaac Smith checks in for defense. Again, Shule's got 4 fouls. They want to protect him. Both free throws are good. So Lehi opens up a 4-point lead. Joel Gardner under 2 left here in the ball game. Sheffield the corner. They look for Gentry down low. Can't find him. And a timeout by Skyridge. 1:50 left in the ball game. Lehi 60. Skyridge 58. We'll be back after this. 1:50 left here at Skyridge High School. I'm Dave Harrison with KSL Sports Rewind Network. The great basketball game between these two crosstown rivals. Skyridge will have the ball. Try to cut into this 4-point lead. Ryder Gentry works against Howell. To give it to Gardner. Mosteller for 3. He's open. Shot's good, but an offensive foul called against Ryder Gentry on the pick that freed Mosteller. That's a huge call this late in the ball game. So 1:41 left, and Lehi's going to get the ball back. And what could have been a 1-point game. Now, if Lehi can come back down and score, they could make this a 3-possession game if they can get a 3. So Tuck Howell's got the ball picked up by Ryder. They look for Shule underneath. He's got it. He goes up 2 hands. Shot, no. Rebound fought for. Sheffield and the Falcons come out of it. They go left side. Mosteller, he fumbles it and pushed from behind by Rosenloff. So Skyridge, I think that's the 4th team foul. So Skyridge will take the ball out of bounds. Down 4 with 1:20 left in the game. Down low, Gentry's got it on the inbounds. He goes up strong, shot, no, foul. He's had some shots down point blank range. He hasn't been able to convert. We'll see if he can knock down some free throws. 1:17 left. And Skyridge trying to hang in here against the Pioneers from Lehi. First free throw, no. So Walworth comes in to play defense. Mosteller takes a seat. I'm sure he'll be back in on the next possession. Gentry knocks it down. So Lehi now decides to take a timeout with 1:17 left in the ball game. 60-57 the score. We'll take a break and be back after this. 1:17 left here in the ball game at Skyridge High School. I'm Dave Harrison with the KSL Sports Rewind Network. Opening Region 3 game for Skyridge. They come in 10-3 overall and ranked 4th in the Deseret News 6A poll. They're trying to figure out a way to overcome this 3-point deficit. 1:17 left. Schul to inbound for the Pioneers. He gives it to Hewish. Walworth picks him up. Hewish into the front court. Zach Gagan's had the tough job of guarding Ashton Schul tonight. Done a pretty good job. So Rosenloff to Hewish. They're trying to burn as much clock as they can. There's 12 on the shot. Tuckhow up top, Schul. Schul tries to go backcourt, and Anderson stopped by Walworth, and the ball goes out of bounds. Skyridge has got it. Chance to tie. Mosteller back into the ball game. He's hit 34 threes now this year. Hoping to hit another one. Walworth, high post, Gentry. Mosteller, 3, front of the iron. And a foul on the rebound. Gagan pushes Rosenloff. So 35 seconds left. Skyridge had a shot there. Good look for Mosteller. Just barely short. So Rosenloff's done a good job from the free throw line for Lehi. 35 seconds left. He has a chance to make it a 5-point lead. And he hits. Nate Rosenloff, 6'1", senior, plays much bigger than that. So Walworth out, Hunter Sheffield back in for the Falcons. 2-possession game now. And Rosenloff knocks him down. Joel Gardner to Gagan. Up top, Gardner, pump fakes, gets a pick, steps back, 3. Shot no, rebound, Gentry up and in. The big putback by Ryder Gentry. So 21 seconds left in the ball game, 62-59. We'll take this break and be right back. 62-59 our score, 21 seconds left in the ball game. Lehi with the lead and the ball. So I would assume Skyridge is going to have to foul Lehi as the shot clock is off. Possession arrow points towards the Pioneers. So Skyridge likely going to try and go for a steal right off the bat. If they can't get it, commit a foul and make Lehi win this from the free throw line. Schul gets it back, brings it into the front court, and he's fouled by Garner. "16 seconds left. Schul, he's missed a couple tonight from the free throw line. We'll see if he can convert 1 or 2 of these to make this a 2-possession ball game with just 16 seconds left. and he knocks it down. So clutch time, and Schul shows up, knocks it down. So Mosteller back in, Sheffield out for the Falcons. Misses, second one. Gentry, 14 into the front court. Gagan steps back, dribbles it off of his own foot out of bounds. Rosenloff, a good job defensively for the Pioneers, and he forces a turnover. So just 10 seconds left. Lehi with a 4-point lead. Skyridge has got to come up with a turnover immediately. Trevor Anderson on the inbounds, and he's got it clean. Rosenloff. And a foul by Gentry with 5 seconds. So 4-point lead for Lehi. A chance to add a couple of more from the free throw line, but this one's just about in the books. Fantastic ball game all the way around. Skyridge jumped out to an early lead, but Lehi battled back, hit a ton of threes, hit 7 threes in the first half, hit a bunch here in the second, and Rosenloff has been clutch at the free throw line. Of course I say that, and he misses. But just 5 seconds left, still a 2-possession game. Skyridge would have to have a miracle happen to pull this one out. Rosenloff, second one is good. Skyridge sends Ripken Roberts into the ball game. He inbounds it to Wallwork into the front court, goes all the way to the basket, layup, good. And that is the end of the ball game. Lehi does a fantastic job. It looks like, wait a minute. Skyridge is trying to get a timeout, down 64-61. But it looked like there was maybe half a second left at most when the ball went through the basket. So I would assume they're going to call the game. I can't imagine they're going to put a fraction of a second back on the clock. .6. So 0.6 seconds left on the clock. 64-61. Lehi's got the ball and the 3-point lead. And Lehi inbounds it. Clock runs out, and the final score from Skyridge High School, the Lehi Pioneers 64, Skyridge Falcons 61. So Lehi goes to 1-1 in region play, 6-8 overall. Skyridge drops to 10-4 and 0-1 in region 3 play. So for me, Dave Harrison, my partner Austin Bigelow, we wish you a good night. We'll see you next time.